Hey guys, it's Juan Zuniga, and in this video, I'm gonna show you what's in my iPhone. Basically, every time I do an EDC video, you guys, and I show my phone, you guys wanna know what apps I'm using. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through them. I have 3 pages of apps, and I have some subfolders in there with more apps. So yeah, I think I have a lot of apps, and most of them I use them all the time. Some of them I use them once in a while. So, but I still have them because I know I'm going to use them at least once a month. So let's get to it. But before we start, I want to talk to you guys about our sponsor, Rose Gold and Black. Rose Gold and Black right now is having a deal for December, which is 30% off their entire store plus free worldwide shipping. They have these amazing bead bracelets, and I love their new design where they have a little rose gold bead right in the middle. So it breaks it up a bit, and it gives it that luxurious look and feel to it. The quality of them has been upped and it is amazing as well. And right now it's an amazing deal to get it for 30% off. They don't only have bead bracelets, they have necklaces as well. They have a necklace with a pendant, a little minimal bar on it. They have leather bracelets, they have rings, they have watches. I mean, the list goes on of all the accessories that they have, and it is one of our favorite accessory companies. Jose uses their necklaces all the time. I use their necklaces, but I definitely use their bead bracelets all the time. I think these are amazing. They feel great, they look great, and a lot of people ask where I get them. I have friends that I've given some to, and they love them, and they always wear them. People ask them where they got them. So definitely check out Rose Gold and Black, guys. They have an amazing quality, amazing deals, and if you click that link down below, you're going to be part of this amazing deal. It's only available to you guys, the family of the Zunigas. So if you guys are interested in checking out Rose Gold and Black, check out the link down below, and yeah, save some money on some amazing accessories, complete your outfit. Why not? So check out Rose Gold and Black, guys. Now let's continue with our video. All right, so I'm gonna screen record basically, and then show you everything that I have in my phone or on my phone. The first thing that I have on my list is settings. Settings, I think, is important to have up front and centered. That way you know where the settings is at, and if there's any settings that you need to fix, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, your signature on your email, etc., you have it right there. That's like the control hub for everything. You have to make sure everything's running fine. You go through there, you can update it, whatever. Settings is right there. That's where I have it. The next thing that I have is my calendar. I write everything in my calendar. If it's a sponsored video, date with my wife, vaccines for my kids, everything's always on my calendar. And I have a work calendar, I have a shared calendar with my wife, a personal one. So I keep those, that way if there's something that she wants to do during the weekend, or if we have something planned, she puts it on the calendar, and then that way I know, and it doesn't interfere with my work. That way I don't plan anything for my work during that time, and that way she doesn't plan anything that I have already for work during that time as well. So it never interferes. We started doing it since we got married. I got one calendar, I shared it with her, and that was the easiest way to keep everything as organized as possible. The next thing that I have is the Apple App Store. The reason that I have the Apple App Store is because I download a lot of apps. I'm always looking at new apps that I can use for finance, for learning, for my car, if you know, the Tesla app, or for charging stations, etc. So I have the App Store right there, and I know I use it a lot, so that's why I have it there. The fourth thing that I have there is my Bible app. I use this one a lot. I like reading the Bible, and it's so much easier than carrying your Bible around. You can just open it and just read through it and know what's going on. Great app. It actually has for you to read the Bible, and it also has different like verses of the day or devotionals and stuff like that you can go through it and be able to learn at your own pace type thing. Or if you're the type of person that likes devotionals and like reading one chapter or a verse of the day, you can have it there. And they have different types of devotionals depending of, you know, if you want a marriage devotional. I have a few plans, if you can see right here. I have You and Me Forever. That's a marriage devotional. And then I have one from David Platt, which is Radical. It's a 5-day devotional, which he's a great guy. So yeah, that's what I have right here. The next thing that I have is my camera app. We take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos for what we do. Either I'm taking a picture of Jose or a picture of a product. And the iPhone 11 Pro has an amazing camera, so why not use it for its full potential? And you know, when I go on vacation with my family and all that, we have the camera app, and my wife always likes taking pictures, so why not? The next, I have my photos. That way I can, always have them ready and look at them if I need to. This is where the subfolders start, and I have them mixed up. I don't have subfolders and apps all together, but I have subfolder, have utilities here, and this is basically all of the Apple utility apps. I really don't use these a lot, so that's why I put them in one subfolder and I know where they're at. I might use calculator, but you can always access it through the command center. I use notes a lot, but I use it more on my computer, and this is where I write all different ideas that I have for videos, or a little important notes here and there. I script the videos if I need to script them. If not, just the basic idea of it, and that's where I go. Reminders, I really don't use it a lot. I really use my calendar a lot more than that. Voice memos, measure, and I hate Apple Maps, so I really don't use that one. I actually use Google, that you see in the bottom. Anyways, let's keep going with the next one. The next one is music. I do like listening to music. I used to listen to a lot more music before, but right now I've gotten back to listening to music again. And I have 3 apps that I use. I have Spotify, Pandora, and Apple Music. Pandora, you can always look for new music. That's a great way of discovering new music. Same with Spotify, and Spotify has pretty cool playlists that are already pre-made. If you don't want to create your own playlist, or if you just go in there and look for a playlist, whatever your mood is, whatever the genre is, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So for example, if you go to there's a Christmas playlist. If you want to listen to pop, whatever, in 2019, R&B, there's different type of places for R&B. Hip hop, you have a different type of playlist. So it's already pre-made playlist that you can use and listen to if you don't want to create your own playlist. And then you have your finance folder, and that's where I have all my banks. I have Google Pay, I have Chase, credit cards, Wealthfront, and all that stuff. Finance is very important. I also have My FICO and Credit Karma. Very important apps to have, just because like I've said, finance, knowing what money you have, knowing your credit score, keeping track of everything is very important. Doesn't matter how old are you, doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your income. Knowing how much you spend is very important, so you can create a very strong future. Knowing your credit score, especially here in the United States, is very important, so that way you can, get a loan for a house, get a loan for a car, get a loan for a business loan for your new business. So it's always very important to know what your credit score is, and that's what I have. Then I have social. I have everything in here. I have Facebook, Instagram, IGTV. I was using IGTV a lot. Instagram, that's the one I use the most, even though I don't use it as much as I should use it, and I probably should use it a lot more, or maybe TikTok. As you can see, I should start using TikTok a lot more. I just need to figure out what to do on TikTok. TikTok. Anyways, Instagram, I use it a lot more. I do have LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn because of all the articles that are there, business-oriented articles. Business-minded people are always in there. You can talk to them and deal with them, and just network with them and know what they're doing. I have YouTube here as social, because that's basically what I use YouTube for social. I really don't use it to view things. I just don't have the time to sit down and just watch videos. But YouTube is there, and then I have YouTube Studio, and this is where we see everything that's going on with the channel. And while I'm here, why not show you what's going on with the channel? So as you guys know, we are giving away basically all our earnings for this month for a lucky winner or 2 lucky winners. I mean, we're thinking probably, the way this is going, probably 3 lucky winners at $1,000 each. But yeah, this is what is going right now. This is what you're seeing right now. It's at $2,740, which is an amazing jump from what it was before. And you can see the jump here is right now it's at 2,740. So it's gonna be a big check for you guys. Whoever you guys win is gonna be I think a very good Christmas present. And you can see the top earners are the tug of war between Ford and Tesla's right now. Jose's EDC, Elon Musk retweeted our videos, how many millions does TMF make? Those are the top earners right now. So this is basically what's going on with the channel, and one of you guys, or 2 or 3 of you guys are going to be a lucky winner of this money. So this is a good app that I use a lot to look at, how the videos are going, how sucky they are, or how great they're doing, depending on the views, comments, and likes. So yeah, this is a good app, and I have it right there, and I always use it. I have Facebook Messenger there, but I really don't use it. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff unopened. Facebook page to run the pages. Podcast, I do listen to a lot of podcasts. I like learning. That's the easiest way to learn, in my opinion. There's a lot of good business podcasts out there that you can listen to. A lot of, if you want a more spiritual, there's a lot of spiritual podcasts there as well. TikTok, I haven't used TikTok. I do have a TikTok. I just opened a TikTok. I have one follower, and I'm following one person. Who am I? I'm following Gary V, and that's my username at Juan C Zuniga Jr. But yeah, I'm gonna start trying to post more TikToks and trying to figure out how to use TikTok. I have no TikTok, so that's that. The next one, it is travel. I do travel a lot, so I do have, basically, I am a gold member for Marriott and Hilton, so I have those two there so I can find a hotel where I'm going. These are the airlines I travel the most: American, Delta, United, and JetBlue, especially if I'm going to New York or LA, or internationally. I think American and Delta are pretty good. And I use Uber a lot more than I use Lyft, but I have it there. And then I do have a priority pass. Priority pass is basically for when you go on trips and you want to use the lounges in the airports. I have a priority pass where I can go in and take my wife in there, and instead of waiting in the general area, I go into lounges where they have food, they have drinks sometimes. There's some lounges that are like little beds so you can take a nap if you have a long trip, stuff like that. And then I have the business one, and this one I have a lot of stuff. I have the stocks, so I can keep track of stocks, but I do have Dropbox. I love Dropbox. I use Dropbox. We actually use Dropbox a lot here in the office. This is where we basically share the videos. Jose needs a video edited. He'll upload it to Dropbox. The editor will, in this case me right now, will look at it and edit it, and then we upload it to Dropbox again. That way he can just look at it if he wants to change anything, and then we upload it to YouTube. And then documents and stuff like that. I still have Google Drive because some people like using Google Drive, but Dropbox is the main thing. Evernote hasn't been used that much. I've been using more the Apple Notes a lot more, but it's still there. Uber Conference, when we have conference meeting calls with a lot of people, we use Uber Conference. DocuSign and SignNow are both great apps. It's just that SignNow is a little bit cheaper, but we use them both to sign contracts, to send contracts to people so they can sign in and stuff like that. We use that a lot, actually. Solus is actually a pretty cool app, and I use this because I have a little Solus. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi router. It's a wireless Wi-Fi router, so you can take it anywhere, and if you're out of the country or whatever, you can connect, and you have 24 hours. You pay like $10 or something for 24 hours, and you can use that internet. And then I have files. That's where I have a lot of files that I keep, and on my phone that I know that I'm going to use down the road and use it real quick, and I can find them quick. OneDrive, same thing. These are more, this is one that we use because of Microsoft and PowerPoint. Sometimes it's easier just to save it on OneDrive and have somebody else edit it if they want to do it. Docs, we really don't use as much, but I always like having it just so I can edit a document real quick if I have to. Shopify, of course, we use it a lot for all our companies. He Grooming, that is coming up soon. Essentials, Jade Black, all those use Shopify, and that's where we can keep all our stores in order. If I need to change anything on the theme, I can do it through here. If I need to change a price if I need to put a price on something, need to put something on sale, there's a typo on the description, I can change it real quick from my phone. TeamViewer is something that is very cool. It's something that I can use basically so I can connect to my computer wirelessly. It's the same, my computer's here in the office. I can just go to TeamViewer. I want to get a document from there. Or if somebody has an issue with their computer and they need me to help them, I can log in through their computer if they have TeamViewer, and I can figure it out and help them out with that issue. PDF Expert is basically a PDF program, so I can edit, look at PDFs, sign, highlight, whatever. IPVanish VPN is basically a virtual proxy network. I use that one on my phone, on my computer. That's the one I use a lot. I always try looking for new ones, but this is the one that I've used recently a lot. So IPVanish, Cash App, just to send money here and there. Stripe, That's basically for pro members. This is the program that we use for pro members. When you sign up for pro membership, that's the program we use, and that's the way I can look at if some people sometimes have issues with the pro membership. I can go through there, look and see why they're having issues with it. Some people have issues with double charges. I can go there and see if they were actually double charged or if it's just a pending charge that is going to be cleared, etc. LastPass, that's where I keep all my passwords, and it's super safe, so I love that. ShipStation, that's what the program that we use to ship out stuff, and that's where I can see how many orders we have left, how many orders we need to ship out, and we can keep that quota, and I can make sure that the warehouse has the quota, and they still keep going with that quota. And then I have my Verizon. That's where I pay the bill and see the bill. Then I have Smart Home. Smart Home, this is basically so I can control my house with all the apps. I have Smart Life, that's for lights. Wemo, that's for power sockets, so I can put a lamp or whatever. I actually have my Christmas tree to that. Nest, I have my front camera and my thermostat through that. Smart Google Home, you guys know what that. Casa is just different light bulbs or smart light bulbs. Harmony, that's basically the Logitech Harmony remote, so I can control my TVs through my phone if I want. Sonos is my surround sound. Google Wi-Fi, have Google Wi-Fi all over the house. That way I never lose or have like a dark spot or a dark hole in my house with Wi-Fi. Everything's with Wi-Fi, and Amazon Alexa as well. Food services, I use a lot of food services, especially here, especially for lunch. We order a lot, so we have different ones that we use depending on the restaurant. We have DoorDash, Bite Squad, Uber Eats, Postmates, and Grubhub. So yeah, we just decide which one we use, especially in our area. That's what we do. Then Google Maps, we use a lot of Google Maps when I'm travel. I've actually used it a lot less because of the Tesla. I use a Tesla's map, but yeah, I do not like using freaking Apple Maps. I think it's horrible. I think Google Maps is so much better, but I do use Google Maps if I'm in New York and I don't know where to go and I'm walking. I can use that, and it's pretty accurate. And chats, I have chats like WhatsApp and WeChat. Depending, there's some manufacturers that I need to contact and talk to through there. WhatsApp is, a lot of people like using WhatsApp. It doesn't matter where you're at. It's Latin America and stuff like that, so we use WhatsApp for that. Monday app, this is where I put all the tasks for our employees to make sure everything's running smoothly, and there's tasks there if they want me to review something, if they want me to check for a payment, if it was sent out and stuff like that. That's where and that way I know what's going on, and we can put priorities high, low, medium. And Monday is a great app, and it's just a bunch of boards that we have, and stuff like that for marketing, general to-do list, pictures, videos, my list. To-do list is my personal one, and then we have different ones to ask for days off, essential designs and events, essentials inventory management, and stuff like that. So different boards for different people. Amazon, I do like buying stuff, and I love Amazon for office supplies or personal stuff. Amazon is great because of the Prime, and that's what we use. Fire TV, that's basically the remote for the Fire TV, so I can control it. In security, I have my security alarm system, Cove, Arlo, Office cameras, Blink, house cameras. So I know that if something's going on, if I get a notification, I know where to look and make sure everything's running smoothly and there's nobody breaking in. This one that says saves, basically these are my saves, the ones that I have in the house and in my car. That way I can control them, look at them, and basically I can open them through here or make sure nobody's tampered with them, etc. Geico Mobile, that's for my car insurance. I have it there just in case because I don't even carry insurance cards anymore. I just use the digital one. I can go through there. Tesla app, I basically can use this app to basically, I don't have to carry a key with me. I can just open my car and use my phone basically to drive off without using a key. Controls, charging, etc. Roadside assistance and stuff like that, so that's good. MyFitnessPal, I do use MyFitnessPal a lot to keep track of my macros. It's very important for me to keep track of macros, because if not, I'm gonna blow up like a fatty. I'm gonna get so big because I just love eating food. I love sweets. I love food. I love to eat. So definitely FitnessPal is something that I need to use and to keep me on track. When it comes to entertainment, I have Netflix, Hulu, Stars, TV, Apple TV, HBO Go, Go Entertainment. That's when I'm on a plane. That's what I use. Prime Video and Disney Plus for my kids. Yeah. we have all those services. We basically don't have cable. I think cable is a waste of time, and that's what we use. Apple apps. These are apps that we use. I use Google Trips a lot. Google Photos. All those. Google Translate is an amazing thing, especially when you go to a foreign country and you know nothing about that country and how to talk. It helps you a lot to communicate with people. Chrome Authenticator to get into different places. Photos. I have all these apps for photos and Snapseed, Procam, LD, all to edit and stuff like that. Polar. Image is so I can control this actual camera that I'm recording. I can look at what's going on here if I wanted to, and I can take pictures and all that. GoPro, DJI Go, Canva, Insta360, Shoebox, and Amazon Photos are just storage for photos. Navigation, this is more of a charging. These are all the charging things that I have. If I'm not using a Tesla charger, I can plug share. I love because I can see what chargers are going to be in the area other than just Tesla chargers. It shows me Tesla chargers, but there's other chargers around, and maybe Tesla chargers are occupied, the superchargers, and maybe I don't need a supercharge. Maybe I'm going to stay overnight. I can find stuff like that through there. There's another finance app, but this one's more for cryptocurrency and stuff like that. So if you guys are still into cryptocurrency, this is what I use: HODL, Coinbase, and CoinCap. Masterclass is a great app because I use it to learn new things. You'll find different things here, from culinary to film and all. Like this one, Ron Howard. It shows you how to be. It doesn't show you how to be a director, but it gives you some of the basics of how to be a director. It's an amazing. You can even learn how to write, how to cook and stuff like that. Definitely a cool little app to have so you can learn new things. I'm always big into learning. If you have a long plane ride and stuff like that, you can always use Masterclass and watch a little video or listen to some of their stuff. And stuff. You can just sit there and listen. FaceTime, Wallet, I used a lot. Contacts, books, Find My iPhone, Shortcuts. Shortcuts is pretty cool. I've used Shortcuts for when I first got the iPhone, and it has pretty cool shortcuts that you can create and stuff like that. Health, Watch, Analytics, Home, Compass. Waze I do use a lot, just because it tells you where the police are. News, just to keep, it gives me a quick overview of what's going on, on the news. If you want to keep updated on the news and what's going on and stuff like that. DJI Mimo. That's for the little camera that we have. Chrono 24, that's where we buy, or I buy a lot of the watches that I find, either brand new or secondhand. It's a great app to get watches at a great price. Then we have Mimo. Mimo is one of my favorite apps because I like to learn how to code. And the cool thing about Mimo is that you can learn a lot of things. You can, for example, they have different code for iOS apps, programming for games, code for Android apps, data science with Python, Swift program, all this stuff, artificial intelligence. All this stuff you can learn from this app. And the cool thing is that it's little like tests and it makes it fun. It's not like just sitting in there. Just little games so you can learn this new thing. So definitely Mimo is a great app. I have Lincoln Way. Basically that's for my wife's car. If she gets locked out or whatever, I can always open the car from there. Bose Music is for my wireless Bose 700 headphones. I use those a lot when I travel, so I have that so I can adjust anything that I need to adjust. Starbucks, I do drink Starbucks once in a while. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks, but some coffee is better than no coffee. So definitely use Starbucks. On top of that, I have Boomerang and Layout. That's for IG. I have Poshmark. That's where I post a lot of clothing that I sell for like $1 for you guys. Basically, it's more of a giveaway because I can't put it for $0, so I have to put it for $1. Anyways, I have Pay by Phone. That's basically the one that I use for Miami to pay for parking if I'm anywhere. iTunes Store, Instacart. Instacart is what I use if I'm in the office or I'm home with all 4 kids, because sure as hell I'm not going to a grocery store with 4 kids by myself, and my wife's not around. I use Instacart to get some groceries if I need anything. It's pretty cool. Clips to edit videos on the go on your phone. Voice is Google. This is for Google Voice. Is basically I have 2 phones or 2 phone numbers on my phone, a business one and a personal one that I use. Ticketmaster to get events and tickets to go on date with my wife, or if there's a basketball game or a concert or whatever I do, taking master activity is for, working out and all that if you have your Apple Watch connected. And Ember, it's the last app that I have here. Ember is actually pretty cool, and I'm actually using the mug. Ember is for this mug. This is a coffee mug. So basically it keeps your coffee hot. So right now I have a cup of coffee. I've had it for a while now, and my coffee would have been cold by now. But with Ember, I have it at 139, and it keeps it at constant temperature, and I can either go up or down if I want to, and I'll leave it at that temperature. And on top of that, it has different presets. You can have the heater off, of course, and you can have latte 131, cappuccino 133, coffee 135, black tea 137, green tea 138. You have timers, you have recipes, etc. So it's pretty cool. It's all Bluetooth, so you can connect it to your phone and you know what's going on. They don't only have a coffee mug, they also have like a coffee thermos, like a travel mug, which is pretty cool. On top of that, in the bottom, I have my phone, text messages, email, and Safari. So basically those are the ones that I use really the most, so I have them on the bottom to use all the time. So basically those are the apps that I use, and those are the apps that I have on my phone. It's a pretty long video because I have a lot of apps, but I use them all at least once a month, and then I have other ones that I use basically daily. So basically, that's basically what I have. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.